It's St. Patrick's Day. This is the luckiest day of the year, and I consider it the main holiday for sweepstakers. My name's Carolyn, and I'm known as the Contest Queen. And every year on St. Patrick's Day, I hold a special live stream to talk about all things lucky because I love my lucky charms because you never know what's going to help you win. Now, all of the things that I use may be bunk, but you know what? It's fun, and if it works, I'm ahead, and if it doesn't matter. And in the meantime, I've enjoyed myself, and that's what matters, because when you're having fun and you're enjoying yourself, that's when you're going to win. Okay? So that's what we're talking about tonight. I got my lucky mug. We got some costume changes, and I clearly need more decorations. That's all I own. And I thought, oh, this will be great. And then I realized I have a lot more space. So next year, it'll be fully decked out. Maybe some green lights, maybe some swag. Anyway, I also made a mistake in the description. I have 3 lucky prize packs to give away. So let's start off with what you can win. Here on the Facebook stream, unfortunately, I can't do drawings from the YouTube chat after the fact because I leave the contest open for a week. So you need to comment on Facebook. Oh, no, wait a minute. I changed it. Normally, you comment on Facebook. And this year, I decided to run a raffle copter draw. So the link is there. It should be on all 3 platforms. This is me being very busy. I'll tell you what's been going on. And it's very, 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 very exciting. So first, I got some new spec buttons, right? Select it, project it, expect it, collect it. They're really nice size. A little taste of Canada, a mint arrow bar. I have the green, right? I found these at Five Below, and I kept them because I'm like, oh, those are perfect for a lucky prize pack. Green aventurine. We are going to talk about crystals later. I designed some new stickers. These are I'm lucky, but they're glitter. So this was the original design. I'm lucky, which is my license plate. But when I ordered them on the glitter, they looked horrible. So I redesigned them. I might try black next time. And then, how cute are these? Good Vibes notebooks. How fun, right? So we're going to be giving those away. And we're going to talk about all things lucky and fun. Now, it started me talking about luck in 2005. As I was writing my first book, You Can't Win If You Don't Enter, I had a lot of people ask me, well, how do some people win more than others? Oh, I forgot to pull out the grand prize for tonight. And these aren't easy to find because it's out of print. Sometimes I've bought them from thrift books, but I found this at the thrift store. The Luck Factor by Dr. Richard Wiseman. One lucky person is going to win a copy of this book in addition to the other prizes. So that'll be the grand prize. He did a scientific study on luck and why some people were luckier than others. So here's what the back of the book says. The revolutionary book that reveals the 4 scientific principles of luck and how you can use them to change your life. For over 10 years, psychologist Professor Richard Wiseman has been conducting a unique research project examining the behavior of over thousands of volunteers who consider themselves lucky or unlucky. The results reveal a radical new way of looking at luck. You hold the key to creating your luck. There are 4 simple behavioral techniques that are scientifically proven to help you attract good fortune. You can use these principles to revolutionize every area of your life, including your relationships, personal finances, and career. For the first time, the elusive luck factor has been identified. Using the simple techniques described in this book, you can learn how to increase your levels of luck, confidence, and success. The biggest takeaway I got from this book was the people who have their reticular activator on for positivity have a better life. So there was one example in the book. Oh, I wonder if I can find it. I haven't read this in ages. Oh, yeah. And because it's used, somebody left a card from the casino in the middle. And I'm leaving it there for the lucky winner. There was a study, and they asked people to go into this, coffee shop and go and talk to the researcher at the counter. And he was going to ask them 5 questions, and then they were to leave. So they thought that was the study. That wasn't the study. They were so sneaky. What they did was they left a $20 bill on the ground in front of the door as they walked in. And all the people that deemed themselves to be lucky spotted the 20. All the people that deemed themselves to be unlucky walked right over it. We are literally filtering out tens of thousands of messages every second. Everything from sound to temperature to smell to taste to like whatever. We are filtering, and we are only allowing in what we deem to be important. Okay? So if you think yourself lucky, you are going to spot more, because now you've trained your brain to look for those winning opportunities, those lucky opportunities, and they seem to show up more because you're open to them. That was my biggest. So that's how you make your own luck. You turn it on. Like, that's why, especially since I've been doing this for so long, I can spot the word win at 100 paces. Even if it's something small, I'll be in the grocery store and walk along. Wait, I think I saw a product with like something on it. And I'll go back. Oh, it was just a coupon. But I'm trained. I'm trained to spot these opportunities. Or somebody will start talking about something on the radio. I'm like, shit, turn it up, make sure I'm listening. You turn that reticular activator on, and you can spot it. Now, if you're wondering if you've ever done it, if you've, for example, gone to get a new car and you're test driving, little red Hondas, all of a sudden you start to spot all the Hondas on the road, especially the red ones, because you've turned on that reticular activator. I never noticed there was so many of these cars on the road. Yeah, they were always there. You're just learning to spot them. Right? Oh, Raquel says, yes, my radar is up for anything. Enter to win. Exactly. It's the same thing. It's so cool. I believe there's a PDF for this. I'm going to upload a new blog post tomorrow, refresh my previous lucky one, and I think I have a 4-page PDF kind of summary of the book. But if you can find a copy of this, I highly, highly recommend it, because it's 4 principles with 3 sub-principles per. So there's a total of 12. I know they say 4, but it's actually 12 in the whole book. And it's so fascinating. I love this book. So that'll go to the grand prize winner. It's time for a sip of tea. And I didn't go green tea. I had a black tea, and I didn't have one today, so I thought I'd have another one. Oh, wow. I keep seeing 888. You must be open to it. Yes. How fun. So I love my Lucky Charms. I found this little guy years ago at the thrift store, and then at a little mini sweepstakes convention. I'll say where it has since passed, but I couldn't. So there's 10 American dollar coins in here, but I can't bring myself to spend them. And now that Al's gone, it makes it even harder. So I think these were left over from Halloween, actually. I think they're witches' cauldrons, because you can see the flames. But he turned them. You can make anything a Lucky Charm. So I took the handle and I tucked this little bendy fella in there, and he sits there guarding the gold, and he's on my desk. He's fun. And then I found this at Five Below one time, this tiny bobblehead, and I could stick it to my car. How cute is this little thing? Now, this is a lucky cat. This is from the Chinese culture. And the paw has to be up because it's welcoming in the luck. Now, that said, don't ever put out a welcome mat because then you're inviting everything into your house. Just have a plain mat or something that has like a, Happy Easter, and then change it to, summer, summer dreaming, and then change it to, autumn, happy autumn. Oh, Lucky Cat is Japanese. Thank you for correcting me, Yvonne. That is good to know. I always thought it was Chinese. Isn't that embarrassing? You gotta look. There's so many things out there. You gotta keep up into it. So they're the fun little things I find around. Actually, I have a little gnome on the other side of my desk. I didn't bring him out. I should have brought him out. I found him at Five Below too, because we don't always have those things in Canada because different dollar stores have different things. So this was my new Dollar Tree acquisition this year, along with, where did I find him? Was he at the dollar store or I think he was at the dollar store. And then I think we got that at Dollar Tree last year when I tried to do my live stream. Last year was a disaster because we were in Nashville with no Wi-Fi. So the live stream is blurry. I finally deleted it because it was no good. Now, something I love are tarot cards and oracle cards. We'll do a little drawing of each. So what I was saying while I'm doing the shuffling, it's Chinese and Japanese on Wikipedia. I just got one. Oh, fun. I have 2 little lucky cats. Yeah, I found one that's an ornament, a Christmas ornament, but it's so fragile. I don't take it around because I'm so scared to break it. And they had 6 of them on like clearance at Michael's one time. So I bought them all, and then I decided to use them as giveaways. Oh my gosh. Then I decided I had to ship them. Oh, packing those. I was praying that they would all arrive intact. Thankfully, nothing broke. So what I do for the cards is I always shuffle 3 times. So that was 1. This is 2. And what we want to ask is, what's the message for our group tonight? What do we all need? We want the message for the highest good of all. That was 3. Then I knock on them. I don't know why. And then I cut it wherever it cuts. And I flip the card. And we have now, I am not a professional tarot card reader. I don't know what they all mean. Now, I showed 2 different people. This is the Raleigh Valentine set. If you like these types of cards or inspirational books, if you subscribe to Hay House, they have sales all the time. And one Black Friday, I bought 4 decks with free shipping. Like, it was crazy good deal. Anyway, Raleigh has his set. So he has beautiful pictures. His are more realistic. And then he has a number, a season, an element. So this one is water. Then he has an archangel that's guard on this card. And then this one is 20. Okay, so if we look it up, this is and he has all the directions. Like, he's got full reference, right? Like the JE, this is Jermel, and it's water, and it's the 8 card. So if you were doing, it was the 8 of water. And then so this is a minor arcana. So you've got it similar to the Weight Rider. You've got the card number, the card suit, the Archangel Association, and the Wisdom card. So it's 20. So we will go through and look for, so you go, so that one's fire. So you go through till you find water. We are the 8 of water. And it has a little description at the bottom. And this used to be cups. So you see People that use the traditional tarot cards will know that this was the Eight of Cups, and he's called it the Eight of Water. It's time to move on. The things that once interested you or held your enthusiasm now seem flat and unfulfilling. That's a little disconcerting for a live stream about winning and luck. You have the desire for something more. Your spirituality has grown to the point that mere material things are virtually of no interest. Well, gosh darn, that is wrong for this live stream. You seek enlightenment, happiness, and the knowledge that you are on your divine path. Situations that no longer serve you, or worse, make you feel trapped, should be abandoned. Well, I do say if you find it, the hobby feels like work, you need to stop or take a break. Of course, this doesn't have to be completed tomorrow. You can take small steps if you need to, but it's important that you embrace this new adventure in your life and begin to take action. There's nothing to fear. You're ready. Time to get going. Additional meanings of this card. And also, you know, we are multidimensional creatures. We're not singular, so we're not just sweepers. This could apply to other parts of our lives. Departing from a painful situation, a sense of longing, leaving home, spiritual growth. That's what I just talked about. Feelings of burnout. Maybe this is a little bit of me because I am a little bit overwhelmed. I am finishing 12 books this year, along with becoming a Silva instructor and taking a YouTube course. It's a wisdom card. This poignant and powerful movement as you choose to seek a deeper meaning in life. Archangel Jeremiel helps bring renewal XX into your life by guiding you to assess your personal truth. How interesting. So he has a beautiful set, and then we'll draw one. We'll ask. So usually what I do is if you want to use a different deck, you ask for clarification. So it's kind of fun. I love Oracle. And I'm, like I said, there's so many fantastic professional readers on YouTube. I follow a bunch of them and check out readings. And this is Colette Baron-Reid. This is probably the most popular deck, and you'll see almost every tarot reader on YouTube using this deck as part of one of their sets that they use to read. It's fascinating, and it's not a tarot deck. It's an oracle card deck. It's completely different. Because a tarot deck has 78 cards, and this only has 52, similar to an actual deck of cards. Now, there are some readers that perhaps to call your class for newbies, perhaps a call to your class of newbies. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, and I do know that I'm shifting over time away from being just sweepstakes and more into this zone of law of attraction, spirituality, because I've done all of Helene's books, you know, the Name It and Claim It game. And it's now 2 of them are in Spanish. I'm doing the 3rd Audible, and I've ordered 3 more languages. So I have German and Italian, received the documents I have to edit. And then I have, I'm waiting on French. So the Name It and Claim It game will be English, Spanish, German, French, and Italian. So I'll have 5 languages this year of this book. And then it's available in 3 formats, paperback, ebook, and Audible. Whew. Please get to the questions of sweepstakes. I believe in God, not this stuff. Well, this isn't my monthly sweepstakes Q&A. That is next week. This is my St. Patrick's Day lucky live stream, and that's what we're talking about tonight. So you might want to come back on the 27th at 9 o'clock, because I will be in Texas. So there is a time difference. So I'll be 8 o'clock my time. It'll be 9 o'clock Eastern. So yes, I am busy. So yeah, there's no sweepstakes questions tonight. Okay, now I've been shuffling this and forgetting to ask. So we need to focus. You have to focus your energy and ask a question. So what is for the highest good of this group? And I guess I also should have done my lucky live stream on my words for winning, because that's where this kind of stuff is. But I still think this kind of luck that I do is really sweepstakes, because I can't tell you the number of times I go to sweepstakes conventions and people have like little things in front of them, or their lucky coin, or some crystals. We'll be getting to that. So what is for the highest good of all tonight? And we got the Fates. Wow, what a like her artists, the artist Colette gets to do her card decks are spectacular. This sounds like it's very similar. This is card 17. Ooh, 17 on the 17th. Ooh, that is fate. Fate, karma, acceptance, that are things you cannot change, and knowing what things you are. I love this because Robert Ohado wrote the book Transforming Fate into Destiny, and he basically says fate is the cards you are dealt, destiny is how you play them. So, for example, it's fate that I was born on January 9, 1967. I can't change my birth date. I mean, that's it. That's when I was born. I can't change it. I can't change that I'm 5'2". I mean, I could, there's probably some surgery. I could stretch my leg, but you know what I mean? Like, my eyes are brown. My hair was brown. That changed, so you can do some cosmetic stuff. Like I had braces when I was a kid, that kind of thing. But there's some things you can't change. And then some things you can, like I could decide whatever I wanted to do for a living. I could be a writer. I could have been an accountant. I could have been a lawyer. I could have gone to medical school. I could have done a myriad. I could have become a tradeswoman. I could have gone into construction or architecture. I could have done anything. Could have become a musician, a dancer, a painter. I could have done anything, but I chose this path. I chose marketing and sales to start. And then that evolved into sweepstakes marketing, which led into the hobby of sweepstakes, which led to, so it's been an evolution. The oracle message is the serenity prayer sums up the meaning of this card. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, and the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There are other things in life you will never have control over. The conditions brought on by the evolution of the collective, by nature, and by your past experiences may be fated, preordained by spirit for a greater purpose you cannot understand in this lifetime. It may not be in your cards to understand why certain events occurred, but you can accept the mystery and work with those events in your current circumstances have to teach you. This is the wisdom contained in the serenity prayer. Oh, okay. So there's a relationship message, but we're going to talk about the prosperity message, because hello, we're all sweepers. Your experiences concerning prosperity and abundance are beyond your personal control right now. You're being invited to accept what is unreservedly. This could be a temporary situation seemingly thrust upon you by the outside forces, but there is an underlying purpose you can't see that is being determined by the fates. You could have a situation where you're unprepared and you may not understand how it will benefit you in a moment. Do not fight the situation, ride it out and see where it leads. Surrender to it, and the serenity you need to make a good choice from here on out is given you. You will indeed flourish. So we are fated, but you can, like I said, you can make choices. You can choose to enter those sweepstakes, because you can't win if you don't enter. So those are what I love. Now, I'm past the time for a wardrobe change. So I have some different fun accessories to wear. This is the hat George wore last year. It got a little smushed in our box of lucky things, of all the holiday things. So I have a different necklace, and it says, it's got the little Irish thing. Oh, there we go. I don't want to hide my face too much. I'm on camera. There we go. So I love card decks. I have like 8 of them. I could probably have more, but I don't really have any space. This office is very small. So the next thing I love are crystals. Now, if you are a sweepstaker, you're going to want to get a piece of green aventurine. It's known as the gambler stone. And this is my favorite one, but I put out a little set of things that would attract So I've got some pyrite. I was feeling like a little set. So I have a whole tray. I didn't want to bring it out because it's so big. I have a full tray of crystals of all different types. And I don't have huge ones. I know some people that have big ones, and I don't have those. But I love these little... I have these little quartz, and they have inclusions in them. So I put 2 of them in here. I have my piece of green aventurine and my pyrite and my fluorite. So that's what my little mix is. And then I have a little piece of Larimar that I found in a box I was cleaning. So I just threw it in the mix. It's good for communication. I have a beautiful Larimar necklace George bought me. And then I have some pendulums, but this one, somebody made me out of a shell, and it's beautiful. And sometimes I ask questions and see what it says. And I just bought this the other day. This is a huge piece of, well, I guess huge is all relative, right? It's a fairly good chunk of citrine, which is good for attracting, it's a little big for that. It's good for attracting wealth, and it's good for the solar plexus. So I love wearing that. So let me see. I have beautiful crystals, and I want to get more. Yes. Is aventurine the same as amazonite? No. And actually, there's different colors of aventurine. I highly recommend the Crystal Bible. And you can just go on. There's a lot of sites that have all the stones, and they're metaphysical. So what you're going to want to type is the crystal's name and say metaphysical properties, and then it'll tell you what they are. It is, what is it? Green? Yeah, green aventurine. So there's different aventurines, but the green one is known as the gambler stone. And I have different pieces of it. I have some necklaces with it. I have little pieces. I always take it with me, especially when I'm at the sweepstakes conventions. You're going to find, if you talk to me, you're going to find I have some in my pockets. I love me some crystals. And I actually found some. If you follow me on Words for Winning, where I do more of my spirituality and metaphysical stuff and positive thinking and inspiration and motivational videos and talks and blog posts, etc. I did one on passing thoughts, and I was doing my vision board. That's where I did my vision board video. And on that vision board, I wanted to place crystals, and I was thinking of crystals about this size. I didn't want them too big because you're gluing them to paper. It's going to become heavy. And I put that thought out and said, okay, I need to look for a source for small crystals that I can glue to this board. The next day, I'm in the dollar store, and I found tiny bottles of crystal chips. I was like, are you kidding me? I got 12 different types of crystals for $4.50. I'm so happy. I came home and I was gluing them all over the board. So if you want to see that, you can go and check that out on Words for Winning. Oh, there you go. On St. Patrick's Day, my husband and I were walking to a pub. I asked the door person if they were okay. We were okay entering on St. Patrick's Day. I asked what we were wearing that was green. I quipped our eye color. Good for you. Yeah, I have my green. These glasses are even green. I have. And yeah, I love green, actually. It's something that I wear normally just because I do love the color. Oh, thank you, Caroline. Caroline shared a link. Energy Muse. Yeah, actually, Energy Muse became very popular for crystals after they were on Oprah, but I don't know if their quality is still there. I did buy a natal mala that was stunning from a company called Dark Moon, DARC. I'll just put it, I think I can type it in. I won't go to the internet. I'll just type it here. From that company, and they were fabulous. So we'll see. And then, yeah, looking good in green. Thank you. I think I'm a winter. I've never done my colors. You know, people used to get their colors done. They're still doing it. Let's see. Okay. I think I've got, oh, this is very funny. Yvonne says, we have a skeleton at my work at the hospital, and I put a green bow tie and beads with a shamrock on it last week. There's a family around the corner from us that has one of those 12-foot skeletons from Halloween. And then at Christmas, he got the hat and the jacket and dressed up like Santa. And then we passed the other day, and they got him dressed up like the Easter Bunny. They didn't do anything for St. Patrick's Day. I guess they figure Easter has a longer run. It's kind of funny, right? Oh, this is very funny. I rock hound with my daughter, and she just dug out a chunk of citrine nearby here in Maine recently. Oh, that is nice. Yeah, so that's super lucky. And you can cleanse your crystals on, I have a bowl with dry rice sometimes, or you can cleanse them on the full moon. You can look up ways to cleanse them. Sometimes you can do it with sound, like a singing bowl or the clackers. I even have fairy bells. I got all the things lucky. I got all the things. Drop me in one of those metaphysical stores. I will not walk out empty-handed. That's 100% for sure. 100% for sure. I'm walking out with something. Then what's really fun is I've been collecting little lucky things. Look, I found this at the thrift store once. It needs a polish. It was somebody's cigar box that I used for, the lid doesn't stay up. I should just take everything out of it. And let's see, put that there. I have some crazy fun things, and I just stick them in here. So these things are things I've been collecting. I got at sweepstakes conventions. At one point, I had so many things from sweepstakes conventions that I actually gave a lot of the stuff away because there was just too much. Okay, so yeah, now I emptied it. So this is the funniest story. I'll never forget. I'm sitting at the sweepstakes convention beside, I can't remember who it was, and they had brought their family with them, but the family was obviously not in the convention hall. And they had all these bits of paper beside them. And I said, oh, what's that? And she said, oh, my daughter drew me some lucky money. And I'm like, I would love some of that. So this little one drew me some lucky money to keep with me to help me win. And as you can see, the paper has yellowed. I love this stuff. Then as part of the Silva course, at the end of the first day, we get a handmade broom. And this is for mental house cleaning, to transform disempowering thoughts to empower yourself. Recognize the thought that you're expressing is not to your benefit. Mentally say cancel, cancel, to negate the negative thought. Substitute it with a better thought in line with what you want. Practice these steps every time you catch a negative thought. And he has on this side is Helene Hadsel's favorite quote from Frank Outlaw. Watch your thoughts, they become words. Watch your words, they become actions. Watch your actions, they become habits. Watch your habits, they become your character. And watch your character because it becomes your destiny. So this is for mental house cleaning from the Silva method, which, like I said, I'm almost done the course part of the Silva method training. It finishes at the end of May. And then I still need to take the Silva method actual course 4 more times, and then I can become fully certified. But I've been so busy, I haven't taken it as many times. So at one sweepstakes convention, somebody was selling buttons, and I bought a ton of them. Make your own luck. And luck is believing you're lucky. And then they had winner, winner, chicken dinner, and prize magnet. So this is where I got the idea for the prize magnet logo that my daughter designed. So I had the idea for a prize magnet, but I didn't show that to her. She just went on her own. I have Roscoe because I got a keychain from Tom, so I put it in with all my lucky stuff. At the convention in 2012, we got a lucky penny. For Michael Loge, who wrote the Law of Attraction book, I have, where's the other one? I seem to have lost one. There's two more in here somewhere. I don't know where they went. Oh, here's one. I'm missing one. Oh, here we are. Okay, so he always talks about, there's the vibration meter. You want your vibes to be high. Just allow. Reminding yourself to just allow. I mind my own vibration, which is great because, you know, don't worry about what someone else is doing. Vibe reset. So that was like the mental house cleaning. So what do I want? Because people go, well, I don't want that. Well, what do you want? And don't not know. The reason that is because if you go to Google and you put no football, because you don't want any football results, you're going to get all the football results. The universe doesn't hear the word no. It just hears the football. Oh, I found some more. So not only did I get lucky money, she also drew me some lucky fish money. I have no idea why. I loved her imagination. Then, of course, I have some real 4-leaf clovers. Got to have those. And a butterfly of hope. That was a gift. And I bought this on a road trip. This is from Churchill Downs. Feeling lucky on one of the road trips I did in 2013. How could I not buy that? And the little, I had one of these. A friend gave me this from, I think, I don't know, did it break? I think a little piece of it broke off somewhere. Something broke and I used to have it on my purse, and then I was like, uh-oh, and I took it off. And I kept it. And then I have a little stone that says luck. It's very hard to see. And, of course, more keychains for luck. Now, for some reason, I stuck this in here. Oh, and I have these. I used to sell these ones. I used to sell things with real 4-leaf clovers in them. But I don't do that anymore. I don't have a store. Now, this is very funny. I found this at Helene Hadsel's. And if you read her book, In Contact with Other Realms, she has a story about a golden opportunity. And I saw this and I went, oh my gosh, this is the golden pin that she talked about. So I kept it. And so I have a couple of keychains in here. Now that I'm looking, I'm like, why are they even in this box? They don't belong in this box. This is a rim roller. When we used to have the coffee games, the cups, on the cups, you put it on the cup and it pulled it up and you could see if you won or not. And this is an actual 387 computer chip in there from like 92. Yeah, so I don't know why those are in there. And then, of course, I have some chips from Las Vegas. Clearly not real. These are souvenir chips they sell. I have no idea where I got this. I think it says want to get lucky. Too funny. We have gratitude because you got to be grateful. These are coins that they sell. You can put them in your purse or your wallet. Gratitude. We have an angel one that says spirit within. I have one that says insight. Thank you. A token of my appreciation. And this is an angel one that says strength. I've been gifted those over time. Of course, I have some of the plastic ones I got at conventions. You can use these for lottery scratchers. I have a bunch of those. I don't know why I have this. This was like from this is a token of some kind. I must have found it. Then you used to put these on your cell phones. They don't have slots for these anymore. That's a 4-leaf clover. I used to sell all those charms too. Oh, I missed one. Good luck. That one is good luck. I bought this bracelet. Maybe I'll wear it this year to the at a sweepstakes convention. And you just put it through like that and wear it on your wrist. How cute is that? And then, of course, a shamrock necklace, which I'll wear in my next. Is it time to? Oh, it's time to change. Okay, this is my third outfit change. So we have the one that I just found. Okay, this was the original hat I bought for the Lucky St. Patrick's. And then I do have these, but the problem is because I wear glasses, I can't see anything anymore. I don't know how anybody can wear these anyway. I think that I feel like a little bit like Elton John there. Maybe I'll just, can I, oh, see, I should have had him on this hat. I should have had him on the hat. That would have been better. I didn't think that through. I have someone gave me another 4-leaf clover. I got a lucky ladybug. Ladybugs are considered very lucky. I don't know why this is a lucky star. Wish upon a lucky star. I found this keychain at Helene's and I kept it. I loved it. It's money. And I'm like, oh, so there's a 5, a 10, a 20, a 50, and 100. That's the keychain. So we'll keep that. Oh, I have a fortune. Who wants to try these numbers? 3, 9, 17, 19, 30, 9, and 45. It's easier to resist at the beginning than at the end. You actually learn that in the Silva method. One of the lessons they teach is if you've got a habit and it's say something's rolling down a hill, it's much easier to stop it just as it starts versus once it's picked up speed and got all the way to the bottom. And then what does this say on it? It says, this is my lucky day. Somebody gave me, this is my lucky day. Oh, I made these keychains. This is fairy dust. I need to make some more fairy dust to give out as prizes. Velma, my friend in the States, gave me this. She says, you are golden. And then I got this. The wealthiest people on the planet give away vast amounts of money. And as they give, the universe opens up and floods vast amounts of money back to them multiplied. And then at one point, I had found on sale these fortune cookies. And you could crack them open. And they had a little charm inside, a little bracelet, which I have with my jewelry. But I just love the fortune cookie because it was so cute. So there's all kinds of like fun little things that I have that I just love. And so I just like all the things that are lucky because it's so fun, right? Oh, I love the new outfit. Yeah, why not? Just keep changing the outfits. My Fair Lady gone mad. Yeah, that is 100% true. Oh, wardrobe changes like the Oscars. Oh, Mary says, I have a fairy dust keychain from you. It's in my pocket every day. That is so cool. Oh, I want to go to a convention, but I don't do well in crowds. You know what? My daughter doesn't do well in crowds either. And have you tried those Loop earbuds? Plus, something I always do, I took them off earlier. I don't know if they're still in reach. I wear, yeah, it's not here. I also like to wear black tourmaline, a bracelet. I have a bracelet, but some black tourmaline and some black obsidian. You can also wear some pink kyanite. That they are good for blocking people's energies. So if you don't like anybody's energy, go invest in some pink kyanite, maybe a necklace or a big, something that has a little bit more of a substantial piece. Because I have a small piece, I just keep it in my pocket. Or I have a little medicine bag necklace and I put 3 or 4 crystals in it and then wear it under my shirt. So those are some things you can try. So I would suggest looking into loop earbuds and wearing crystals that are going to block other people's energies. Some shungite, it's usually for computers, but see if that's good for blocking negative people too. Oh, I have a collection of keychains, lots of lucky ones. Fun. You know what's funny about the mug? I ordered a bunch of these mugs and then I put it too many times in the dishwasher, and it just rubbed off. So I took one of the stickers and I put it right on the mug. And the stickers are holding up fabulous. Better than things. So if you get some of my stickers, just buy a plain mug. Oh, I have black obsidian all around my house. Great idea to get a crystal necklace. So kyanite. Go look up kyanite. I have pink kyanite, and I think that's the one. Now I'm going from memory. Repeat the lucky numbers. Okay. I don't know. Maybe I should go get a lottery ticket tomorrow too. Where did I put the little piece of paper? Oh, here it is. Here, I'll put them in the chat. I'll put them in the 9. Okay, 17. 3, 17, 19, 39, and 45. There we go. Maybe I'll go on the lottery website and order myself some tickets. Now, what's really interesting is because we have people from all over the world, everybody can go play the numbers and we'll all be playing different lotteries. And I'd be interested to see if anybody actually wins. That would be cool. Oh, a huge crystal collector. Yeah, I love crystals. There's a woman on TikTok. I'll have to share her. I follow her on as Words for Winning. And she's out of Arizona. And she goes to the Tucson Crystal Gem Show. And she's always showing, like, she's always dressed to match the crystals. She's amazing. And she's always holding up pieces of crystals, some like this, but a lot of them are like, she's holding up her hands with like big chunks of crystal. So one day I will have some big pieces. I have some pieces too in the crystal collection. One from Helene, and I have some from Tag Powell. I have some selenite and I actually bought a selenite cube. I have it in my car now to keep my car clear, especially when I go on drive trips. So I think it's fun, right? Who wouldn't want to go? And actually I'm going, I might have a chance to go to a diamond field in Arkansas. And apparently you can find raw diamonds, and they go and they churn the soil every day. So, oh, I had a Reiki treatment with amethyst and citrine. Nice. I've heard amethyst. Now this is interesting. And I'm going to try it because I have some pieces. I'm going to take it with me to the last Silva Method intensive workshop for the instructors. It's the instructor workshop. It's 2 days next month during the solar eclipse, might I add. So we'll be taking a break. But one of the things that they teach you in the Silva Method is to get into alpha state, where you can work with the subconscious, very similar to what Dr. Joseph Murphy teaches in his books, The Power of the Subconscious Mind. And apparently amethyst can get you into alpha. So they suggest drinking amethyst water before bed. So what you do is you get a glass and you put your piece of amethyst in it and let it kind of soak for a few hours, and then drink the water before bed. And it helps you get into that alpha state because now who did it? Mitch Horowitz wrote a book based on Neville Goddard, who talked about the hypnagogic state, which is just when you're waking up and just when you're falling asleep. That's the best time to manifest, to put your ideas and thoughts and desires into action. And that's, so when you're in the alpha state, that's when you're going to put it there. Oh, people find diamonds all the time in Arkansas. Yeah, that's what I heard. I'm going to be visiting. So stay tuned. And it's all going to be on Words for Winning. So you're going to have to go over there. But I'm going to be interviewing So this is where I'm feeling super, super lucky. I'm going to be interviewing Dyke Hatzel, and I'm going to be interviewing Melissa Waters, Helene's granddaughter. So she didn't talk about her here. She didn't, but Melissa helped her write A Man Called Friday. She edited it for her. And actually, it was kind of funny. I was talking to her about the book because Helene had really robust chapters, and then the book kind of just tidied itself up quickly at the end. And she said, yeah, she probably just got tired of the project and just wrapped it up, and that was the end of it. Where it should have been like more robust to wrap it up. But who knows? Oh, it's been my plan to find a diamond there, Crater of Diamonds, for my 40th birthday. Just passed on the 13th. Oh, how fun. Yeah, so Google amethyst water. I saw a video on it. I call it TikTok University. Oh, this is very interesting. Mugwort or blue lotus flower tea are great for achieving alpha brainwaves. Thank you. I will buy some and take it with me to the silver. I don't know. It'll be the end of this month. DM me. Yes. Well, I'm going with someone that lives there. So it's always easier to go with a native, so to speak, someone who's native to the area, who's lived there for a while, who knows what's going on. So those are all my things that are lucky. Some are fun, some are silly, some are representations of other cultures. Every culture has something that represents luck. Elephants with the trunk up, horseshoes. Now it's interesting. Horseshoes, I have one above the office door. Now I have it facing up. There are two thoughts to where the horseshoe should be. Facing up catches luck. Facing down allows bad luck to wash away from the door and not enter. So I have it facing up to catch the luck. But sometimes if you see a horseshoe down, the idea is any bad luck coming will hit the horseshoe and then just avoid the door because it can't come in because it's been diverted. So yeah, it's there's lots of really cool things out there. Yeah, this feels floppy on my head. It's so funny. But Helene wrote an article. She wrote an article on Lucky Charms, which I have on my Words for Winning website if you want to go read about that. But what's interesting is she read The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale, and then wrote it out in this book. So her positive thinking. So now we're going to talk about Lucky Mind. She always said, you'll see it when you believe it. And that is very fascinating to me. So her before she had spec, because I did a whole video on the arc of spec, but how she won all the prizes she won with this lucky mindset was, one, set a goal. So you have to be clear. And my favorite story on this is Jack Canfield was teaching a course, and someone, they were saying, what is your goals? And someone said, I want more money. And so Jack reached into his pocket and tossed the guy a quarter. Guy goes, what's this? He goes, more money. He goes, I want more than that. He goes, well, then you need to be specific, because he just manifested exactly what he asked for, more money. He didn't specify the amount. So you want to be specific. Like, I want to win trip number 25 this year. Now, I don't have a preference as to where trip number 25. 2, never entertain doubts. Do I think I'm going to win trip number 25? I can absolutely win trip number 25. I've won a trip before. I can do it again. Oh, this is interesting. We'll just go back to the last point. I knew this one man, he said, witnessed grown men fighting over which way the horseshoes would be placed over their door. So he has two horseshoes, one up and one down. Yeah, so I heard, that's what I heard what they were for. One's to catch the luck, good luck and one's to push the bad luck away. So never entertain doubts. And the third one was you can con yourself into anything. Now that's how she learned how to fly. She conned herself into winning. So the idea is if you think, well, I never win sweepstakes. So now you can say, well, I always win several prizes every month and see what shows up. I always win 5 to 7 prizes every month. I always win 5 to 7 prizes every month. Yeah, I enter hundreds, but I always win 5 to 7 prizes every month. It's going to be interesting to see what shows up. And if you start stating that, it's going to shift. So now one of the things that I discovered, and I highly recommend this for any book, including, where'd our prize book go? It's got it's underneath this. Including this book, read things aloud. Because one of the things I discovered, the reason Helene wrote this book before her other books was because this first book was written in 1971. And a lot of people didn't like all the woo-woo stuff. Like I'm here talking about crystals and positive thinking and, lucky charms and oracle cards and all kinds of things. Nobody talked about that in those days. So what she did was she wrapped her metaphysical thinking up in the guise of sweepstakes. And I found when I was doing the Audible book and I was reading her words out loud, sometimes things she said really hit me different. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. Because just saying it out loud made a difference. Like, here's the affirmation she always said every time she would do like lectures, in this case, a live stream, she would say, let me be a channel to help people help themselves. And she would say that every time. It's so brilliant. So let me see if I can just, so here she says, this is the introduction. I'm going to read the introduction. I think this is a good place to end this live stream. She says, an exciting challenge for you, dear reader. I had to change it for Audible, the listener. Learn how you can play the game of life using positive thinking to win. You may find this a bold and egotistical book. I hope you do. You may also find ideas that can guide you in the transformation of your life. If you feel like you've never won anything in your life, you can change that pattern and become a winner. That is, if you want to change. Why was this book written? It was written for people who are unhappy and dissatisfied with their present status. Most of all, it was written for those of you who are willing to challenge your present ideas of life and change them when necessary. What is the key to success? The key that opens the magic box where all the goodies of life are stored. It resides in the mind, the vast computer that has the secrets of the universe and life itself. So much awaits us when we become aware of the mind and when we take control of it. We can finally learn why things happen to us and which places us in control of our fortunes. No persons and no circumstance can disturb our inner peace. Fear and tension vanish when you use positive control. Heartache and headache are exposed and dissolved. Everything becomes right when we learn to love in this new way. You possess all the capabilities for self-enrichment. You need only exercise these powers. As you begin, have no concern whether you are proceeding correctly. Just begin. Helene Hadsell. Now that's brilliant. Now, if you want to learn, now I can hear some of the things when she talked about the mind control. That's why the original book was called The Silva Mind Control Method. And now it's just called The Silva Method because people thought mind control. No, you're not controlling someone else's mind. You're controlling your own mind. There is a difference. And believe it or not, she talks about her friend Jose Silva in 2 of her other books because she worked with him as his assistant and she was friends with him for 30 years until he passed. He passed before she did. I believe he passed in 96 1997, and she passed in 2010. And you can hear a lot of his work in there. And it's one of the reasons I'm taking the Silva method, because she worked with Jose, and I can see a lot of his work in some of what she's saying. And also, I bought all the rights to Tag Powell's books, who worked with Jose, who knew Helene, who published the second edition of this book. And, excuse me, and was also a Silva instructor. So hence, it just makes sense that I become a Silva instructor. And you know what? It's a lot of meditating. Helene, actually, the E in spec, if you read this book, the Select It, Project It, Expect It, Collect It, the E, she talks about a meditation. She talks about doing some square breathing and meditating and focusing on what you're doing. And it's basically the Silva method. One of the meditation techniques, because they have lots. They have Mirror of the Mind. They have Long Relax. They have, the glove anesthesia technique, which she talks about in this book, where she had an accident and stopped the bleeding using that meditation technique she learned from Jose Silva. So there's lots of different techniques, but there is a couple of times a month a free introductory class, just like Helene took. I know, it's crazy, right? And if you come in April, I'm going to be assisting for one of them, and I'm going to be leading another one at the end of the month. So if you want to, head over to Words for Winning and click on free introductory class, and you can go sign up and get the link, and then attend in April, because I'm doing that as part of my Silva training. It's very exciting. And so, I'll end with this comment. I love it. Exhilarating, motivating, and invigorating. Thank you, Rachel. Raquel. Raquel or Rachel? Raquel. Oh, no, I have seen two comments. Raquel and a Rochelle. Oh, goodness. I can just hear my my sound producer whenever I fumble over words. Carolyn, enunciate, because I'll say things, he goes, duh. I was struggling with the word gasped the other day. And another time it was anesthesists. We must have recorded that. I don't know how many times. Anyway. Rochelle. So I was right the first time I said it, and then I fumbled it. Thank you. Anyway, I hope everyone had a good night, had a great St. Patrick's Day. I wish you all the luck in the world. And until next year, so head over to the link and go enter to win yourself one of the prize packs. Now, I said 5 prize packs, and I only had 3 of these. So I'm going to have to figure out something different, or I am going to the States. I'll see if I can find 2 more. And if you're a Canadian winner, you'll have to wait till I get back for me to mail the prize pack, but I'm sure that's okay. Because, you're all lucky. Just remind yourself, whatever you put after I am is what happens to you. So if you think you're lucky, you are lucky. And on that note, good night.